How's it going, everybody? This is BeatTheBush. My SallieMae credit card that gets 5% on gas and groceries recently got canceled. This is what the card looks like. It gives you 5% on gas and groceries on up to $250 per month on each of those categories, and you can also buy $750 worth of books per month, and you can also get 5% on this card. You see over here, it's being canceled on March 1st, 2017. And you know, I don't really appreciate the fact that they're saying they're canceling it, and then it goes, hey look, you get this new card and you get all these benefits which are obviously a lot worse. Look at earn 2% cash back on groceries and utility. This is basically like worse than anything I've seen. 2%, you can get 2% on everything on City Double cash back, and 1% on everything else. Basically, they're neutering this card and killing it off and giving you this ugly commence SallieMae card that no one ever wants. Now, I actually need the 5% cashback groceries because I use it to buy all the groceries for my cooking videos here. These credit cards always seems to be changing their policy and stuff, so it becomes kind of like a cat and mouse game. They change it all the time, try to mess with the consumer, you know. When the credit card is really good and a lot of people are using it, they go, just kidding, you can't use that anymore, and let's do something else that's more complicated to confuse the consumer. But this stuff happens all the time, and we can adapt and we can actually pull through this. If you have this card, you might be tempted to cancel it because it's of no longer good use to you, but it might be good to hold on to this because you can take advantage of this low balance cancellation thing. I'll leave a link over here and I'll discuss a little bit more about that, but you can keep it around, get a low balance cancellation, and you might want to keep your credit card around so your credit score doesn't take a hit from the reduction in your total credit limit. This cancellation of a really good credit card is actually nothing new. Long time ago, I used to use a Discover card that get 5% on gas. This is not a rotating thing. They used to have this, and you can always just get gas with the Discover card and you get 5%. Since a long time ago, they did cancel it, and credit cards company since then have introduced these categories thing that make it harder for the consumer to keep track of which category that you can spend in, that you can get the most cash back. The way I see it, once the consumer is really used to this switching per quarter thing and everyone is up to date on it, they're gonna change something else. Maybe they're gonna do it like monthly or something. Maybe they're gonna do it a daily rotation. Every single day is gonna be a different category where you get 5% or something ridiculous like that. Maybe they're even gonna introduce a credit card where you actually don't know which category that you're gonna get a few percent cash back in. Maybe it's just gonna be random. You buy something and it's gonna be a lotto, 1 to 5%. It's gonna be like, okay, you happen to get something, it's gonna be a random draw between 1 and 5%. Okay, today you get 3%, and then tomorrow you buy some groceries, oh, it's gonna be 1%, and then you buy some gas, oh, it's 3.5% or something. I don't know. Anyway, going forward, instead of the 5% gas and groceries from the SallieMae, you can actually get 3% gas permanently throughout the whole year on a Chase Ink card. You can also get a 3% cash back on groceries up to $6,000 on an Amex Blue Everyday card. Now, I just did a video on an Amex Blue Cash Everyday and Preferred card. One of them have 3%, the other one have 6%, and I did a comparison between the two. I'll leave the video over here so you can check that out if you want to. There's one last trick up my sleeve that I can actually try to get a 40% cash back. Let me show you that card. So it appears Barclay card really wants me to get this Barclay Cash Forward card. You get $200 cash back reward bonus after you spend $500 in the first 90 days. I showed you this card before, but basically you get 1.5% cash rewards on this card. So you might think this might be kind of cheating because $200 cash bonus, it's just a bonus, it's a one-time thing. But you can think of it two different ways. You can go, hey, you know, I'm just gonna get $200 and this is a one-time deal, or you can just go, hey, I'm always gonna try to get some of these cashback rewards, and I'm just going to put my everyday spending onto the purchase requirements, and you can kind of look at it differently. Instead of getting $200 as a one-time thing, you can go, oh, I'm really getting 40% cash back. So if I split it over 3 months, every single month I spend $166, and that's really like getting $66 cash back out of $166. That's 40%. Now you got to consider the opportunity cost here. If I didn't get this 40% card, I could have just spent it on an ink card and in combination with the Amex Blue Everyday card where they get 3%, right? So as a baseline, I'm gonna get 3% anyway, but switching over to this, I'm gonna get 40% just for a short duration. So I can kind of only look at this as a 37% cashback because that's the incremental gain that I'm getting over the standard 3% that I would be getting with the other cards. That's it for today. I'm just showing you the thinking process behind whenever a credit card cancels their really good cashback credit card and what you can do to adapt to this. Don't forget to give me a like on this video, comment down below. Let me know if you have a SallieMae credit card as well and what you're doing about it. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.